According to an old saying, an important matter in life is doing things properly and letting people know about it. This is why we would like to share with you Alpes' background, current situation, and future vision. In 2004, Alpes celebrated its 30th anniversary. Today, we look at this company as one with a successful history and progressive future. In 1974, anticipating the market need in Mexico to produce contaminant-free vaccines, together with the interest in investigating and learning about the effect of pathogens in the poultry industry, a Mexican group headed by Dr. Miguel Romero Sanchez created Alpes, Aves Libres de Patógenos Específicos S.A., or Specific Pathogen-Free Birds Incorporated, the result of a technical exchange and trade representation agreement with SPAFAS Incorporated, an American company based at the time in Norwich, Connecticut. Since then, Alpes has been on a path of continuous improvement, advancing our commitment to supply a global market with specific pathogen-free eggs and embryos, following the same quality standards as Charles River SPAFAS, the unquestionable world leader in the industry for more than 40 years. Today, 3 decades later, we can proudly assure that from its humble beginning as a SPAFAS franchise, Alpes remains as the only SPF fertile egg and embryo producer in Mexico. This is due in part to the great degree of sophistication and high risk that this poultry activity represents, since the presence of any certified infectious agent in the flock means losing its pathogen-free status. If this happens, the flock must be euthanized. The challenge of supplying high-quality media for the production of contaminant-free avian biologics at the lowest cost and risk for the poultry producer, which proved an incipient need during Alpes' early years, is now our company's mission, which we carefully pursue day by day. With the signature of a joint venture agreement with SPAFAS in August 1996, Alpes consolidated and confirmed its commitment to producing SPF eggs that meet the requirements of all major international vaccine production companies and regulatory agencies, thereby guaranteeing the pharmaceutical industry the supply of fertile eggs and embryos for the domestic market, as well as fertile eggs for export. As a result of our association with Charles River SPAFAS, Alpes has invested more than $3 million in the construction and maintenance of its farms and pre-incubation facilities, which are equipped with the most modern advances in poultry production. SPF egg production capacity in Mexico increased from an average of 90 cases per week to more than 300 cases of SPF fertile eggs per week. As far as our capacity to pre-incubate 9 to 11-day-old chicken embryos is concerned, Alpes adds value to its product in the benefit of biologic-producing laboratories with well over 80,000 embryos per week. Our facilities include the design and technology that have undoubtedly set a new standard in SPF poultry production and egg pre-incubation processes. This is done with the aim of supplying the human and veterinary pharmaceutical industry, poultry diagnostic laboratories, and research centers with a high-quality product that meets not only the most demanding industry requirements, but also constitutes a true extension of our customers' facilities, most of which are validated under good manufacturing practices standards. In order to be able to produce high-quality specific pathogen-free eggs, the selection of production sites offering required infrastructure of paved access roads, power, and water supply, yet isolated from any other poultry or livestock operation, poultry processing plant, and urban center, is key to our success. The topography of the area was also taken into consideration to assure facility isolation, main wind direction, altitude above sea level, and other minimum, maximum, and average climate parameters were evaluated to ensure the most favorable conditions. Likewise, Our main farm site includes 75 metric hectares completely fenced to prevent the access of unauthorized people and animals. Each area is surrounded by a fence, and each individual house has a separate fence to assure stringent biosecurity. Areas include an intermediate or buffer station, where anything going into the farm must be subjected to an asepsis process. All personnel change clothes and take a rigorous shower. They are then transported in a previously disinfected vehicle. All supplies like feed, tools, equipment, everything is washed and/or disinfected. Service station, where a second shower and bath area are located for all personnel going into the houses. This is the place where eggs are collected to be sorted and packed. Energy supply, office, maintenance, and surveillance services are also located in this location. Breeder egg hatchery, where fertile eggs for the production of breeding stock from Charles River Spafas and our own grandparent stock flocks are received and incubated. SPF chicks are hatched and transferred to the rearing and production houses by means of a mobile isolation unit. This incubation facility has 100,000 class filtered air, epoxy floors, smooth surfaces, and sanitary curves and rounded corners. Production houses, containing up to 4,600 birds, equipped with automatic egg collection equipment and positive pressure HEPA-type air filters. The design of these houses features 100% concrete, smooth surfaces, sanitary curves and rounded corners, and many other traits characteristic of a facility specifically created for this highly specialized function. Chicken embryo pre-incubation plant, also with 100,000 class quality filtered air, epoxy floors, sanitary curves and rounded corners, airtight twin glass windows, and other features following good manufacturing practices. In this facility, 8 fully automated single-stage setters are also available, with continuous recording of all processing conditions monitored from a remote terminal. As proof of the high biosecurity level of its operation, Alpes has been able to maintain its flocks free of multiple viral agents, including adenoviruses, chicken anemia virus, avian leukosis, Marek's disease, reovirus, and avian influenza, just to mention a few, as well as many other agents like mycoplasma and salmonella, allowing our customers to produce and export a significant amount of live virus vaccines for the North American, European, Asian, and South American markets, meeting and exceeding the highest quality control standards set by the international community. We have the most extensive and complete quality control program that includes weekly and monthly serological testing in agreement with international standards. The serological tests, as well as the salmonella verification and bacteriological samples complementary to the monitoring program, are jointly performed by Charles River Spafas Laboratory in the U.S. and the Biology Laboratory of Investigación Aplicada in Mexico under the same protocols. In addition to monitoring the birds, exhaustive bacteriological assays are performed on feed, water, feces, and all personnel working directly with the birds, as well as all materials and equipment that have possible contact with the birds. This way, we assure that all eggs and embryos supplied to our customers are free of more than 30 pathogenic entities. In order to have an idea of the magnitude of this task, we can just say that during the lifespan of a 4,600 SPF bird flock, estimated at 66 weeks, more than 100,000 different monitoring tests are conducted. This is how SPF eggs produced in Mexico come from flocks that have been fully monitored, shown to be free of antibodies of all certified agents, in agreement with guidelines dictated by major international regulatory bodies on this matter, such as the USDA, through its 800.65 memorandum from 9 CFR in the US, and the European Pharmacopoeia 5.2.2. These birds must be maintained in environmentally controlled houses, equipped with high-efficiency, positive pressure absolute filter systems with 99.997 efficiency on particles larger than 0.3 microns. These birds must never be given any type of vaccine, antibiotic treatment, or antibiotic-based growth promoter. That's the reason why bird mortality of unknown cause are submitted to the laboratory to determine the cause of death and to rule out the possibility of an infectious process. Without question, the quality of the company and its products is closely linked to the quality of its people. That is why at Alpes we are convinced that the essence of success is our working team. Committed people, professional, dedicated men and women that we select following a stringent profile. Poultry house production workers must have a minimum education level of high school or equivalent and a will to excel to make the most of the training they receive. They must fully understand the processes used in SPF husbandry and egg handling, so assuring full awareness of the relevance of their jobs. The rest of the areas require professional, technical and/or administrative education based on job descriptions. As these images have shown, the strict biosecurity and quality control programs applied in our production processes lead to tangible results. As a further step towards excellence, our company received ISO 9001-2000 certification in 2002, which constitutes a unique feature in the poultry industry, and has since reaccredited this certification on a continuing basis. As an acknowledgement of the company's export activity, Alpes received the 2000, 2001, and 2003 Southern Mexican Region Export Merit Award for the farming industry, and in 2001, the National Export Award for the farming industry for exports in 2000. Convinced that at Alpes we are doing things right. We face the future based on the strength of our history. That is why today we want to share this with the world, proudly assuring that Alpes' SPF eggs and embryos are world-class quality products that go well beyond Mexico's borders to meet the needs of a global pharmaceutical industry. Alpes, world-class quality SPF eggs and embryos.